Still on politics, can't get away from it. There's a rule created in 2012 by the Republican National Committee. It is the 40B rule. I've heard interpretations of this rule to suggest that it would allow someone completely from the outside of the Republican of the primaries and winning the delegates to just come in and take the nomination at the last minute.
Here's what the rule says. It says that a GOP person can only be nominated if they won the majority of delegates in 8 or more states.
Okay, so that's the rule 40B.
That's what the rule says.
Okay, joining us now is Randy Evans. He's from the RNC, Republican National Committee, Rules and Debate Committee. We're looking at this 40B rule, and that's what drives everybody crazy, because people think that, hey, you guys in your back rooms, you're just going to take the nomination away from people with delegates and they've won states and just give it to some rank outsider. That's what people believe. You want to set them straight?
Well, actually, let me correct one thing, because every network got it wrong on Sunday. You actually don't have to win the majority of the delegates in 8 states. You have to demonstrate the support of the majority of the delegates, and that's where the wiggle room gets brought in, Stuart. It means that literally anybody, whether you ran or didn't, if you can get the majority of 8 states to demonstrate their support by an affidavit or by an oath, then you can have your name put in nomination. Now, more likely than not, that's not going to happen, because most of the states, the delegates are bound. They're bound on the first ballot. The real question will be, what happens if nobody wins on the first ballot? Can then somebody with these unbound delegates get 8 states to put their name in nomination?
Yeah, you understand why people are getting a little worried about that.
Oh, absolutely.
You can understand
and because
you put the cat amongst the pigeons with 40B, have you not?
Well, what you've really done is you've kind of opened up the door. That's why I saw last night that the RNC posted a video, and they said there are really 2 options. We will either have a presumptive nominee, or we're going to have an open convention. Now, an open convention means anybody could run, anybody could be elected. Now, they still have to get the 1237, but that 40B creates a hole there, and it's an opportunity for other candidates to get in the mix.
Would you like to tell our audience that that it is extremely unlikely that 40B will be invoked? Can you tell them that? Because there's a lot of anxious people out there.
I can't tell you, because I think there are already rules proposals or rules amendments to change the number from 8 to 5 to 3 to 0.
Yeah.
There's also a Rule 40E that says that after the first ballot, you immediately go to the second ballot, which would then not allow new names to be put in nomination. There are many parliamentarians who construe that to say, no, 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 no. At that point, we can put new names in, because none of the original names got the number of delegates. Literally, we have no real good idea of what to expect when we get to Cleveland in July.
Sir, you are in one of the hottest of seats that I've ever seen in my life. And I wish you the very best of luck, Randy Evans. I really do.
Well, and I appreciate you having me on to clarify that. I do want to just clarify.
Well, how else
you don't have to win the 8.
Support if they don't
I'm sorry.
win,
Go ahead, Randy. Go ahead.
No, she asked exactly the right question, which is, how do you demonstrate the support? And you can do it, if you read later in the rule, you can do it by an oath, you can do it by an affidavit, you can do it by a pledge, but all you have to do is demonstrate the support. And you're the first person, Stuart, to have actually zeroed in on that difference between having to win 8 states and actually just cobbling together unbound delegates, released delegates, and others to be able to get your name in nomination, which then opens it up for everybody.
Randy Evans, good luck. And thanks for
having me.
We'll see you
Thanks
soon.
for having me.